there's so many things that they've learned in the first 4 games. You could overwhelm young players and really all of our team, to be honest with you. You could overwhelm them with all these things have to be fixed in 1 week. It's not going to happen. Like, let's just go back to these 2 things that are most significant, and we'll focus on that, and we'll get better at it, and then we'll continue on with the development piece. And that's really been the message for the whole team, is that the biggest thing for our team, too, is just our preparation. Like, what are we doing week in and week out to get ourselves prepared? And I think our really good players, I think you see that in how they perform. They're in here studying film, they practice hard, and they get themselves ready to go each day. Really good players come out on Tuesday and they practice really well because they're prepared. Some of the other players that are good players for us, at times, I would say our consistency is not where it needs to be that way. And really, it comes back to how do you prepare. I hit a few guys up this morning, and it's not real early in the morning, but they don't have class in the morning, and they're just hanging around in bed. And it's like, why aren't you not over here studying some film? Because you're not in a position to be that type of player that you can just show up. And they're guys that are kind of fringe guys and all that, and then guys wonder why they don't play. They wonder why they're not more successful. They wonder why they don't get the reps in practice, because you ask them what the play is, and they look at you, and it's right there in front of you. The signals are right there. The call was right there. Coaches are telling you the play. So to me, we need to prepare as a team a whole lot better. That's been more of a message, is guys need to come in here and study, and older guys need to teach younger guys how to do that, because for whatever reason, younger guys, and I don't know if it's just how they've developed through high school and all that, they don't think they have to watch and study film. They just think they can show up and go operate, and that's not how it is. And then they stand on the sideline, and they're all they want to play. They don't understand why, and it's like, well, you don't know what you're doing. If we sit back and assume what we've done is good enough, based off what I've seen from our football team, we've won games, but I think sometimes that can be, I think the wins, somebody said it's like deodorant, right? It just kind of covers up the stuff that stinks, and I don't know who said that, but I saw it the other day, and I'm like, that's exactly it, because there's a bunch of things that stink, and if you don't correct them or address them, then they're gonna come back and get you. So I hope that message was made clear over the bye week, more importantly than anything else. And I directly work with the punt team, so very frustrated. And when I look at those numbers, and I think we're doing well as far as the people that are on the punt team and the way that we actually protect and some of those things right now. But yeah, it comes down to we have to punt the ball better. Our specialists need to perform better, and they're capable of doing it. We see it in practice, but it's got to happen in the games. And the practice performance right now is not game reality. Now, we are doing that in practice too. We're doing things in practice that aren't very good, and it shows up in the game. So how do we address that? We've worked on it. We just consistently holding the standard to this is what it needs to be, this is where it needs to be kicked, and when it's not, we're just going to keep doing it. And we're going to keep doing it until we get it right. And right now, we haven't gotten it right. We had the one kickoff return. We have had nothing on punt return. I think the punters now, with Avery back there, I think the punters have been very careful about not giving him a chance. We've not done a very good job of getting any pressure on the punters. We kind of had one maybe close one against Portland State. And our punt team, very inconsistent as far as our specialist position right now. And that's hard because, those guys, that's a hard job. It's not like a quarterback you can kind of get into a rhythm. You can hand the ball off, throw an easy little quick screen or whatever to get going, and punters and kickers got to go out there and perform. Now, Eric Sachs has done well. He's been consistent. And I know Joel is extremely talented. Joel has got a great leg. He's very powerful. And I know what he's capable of doing. We just have to be consistent there. As far as coaches and what we do when we sit in these meetings, we talk about all in. I don't think we've been all in. And that's something that we've addressed with the players too. Like, you're going to be all in. Now, every one of our starters is on a special teams. And sometimes you see how they want to just get their one rep and then get off of it. That's not how it's going to go. That's not how it's going to be. So hey, get my one rep in there and then get my backup in there. That's not how it goes. We'll decide that. And so that's a little bit of what we address too. And that type of stuff, that bothers me. Like, you're in or you're not. You don't want to play on teams, and don't start on O&D one way or another, because we're trying to make an emphasis on our special teams improving. And so far, a couple areas we have, but I wouldn't say we've made the type of strides that we want to on special teams. And the frustrating part is we spend a lot of time on it.